Good morning and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a spend a day with me. It's a Sunday today. We're going to do like kind of a Sunday reset, but just really like day in my life on a Sunday. So it is currently very early, just woken up, just made the bed. Excuse the Christmas pajamas, I'm well aware we are in February, but they're just comfy, so I just like to wear them. But we are up early this morning. Today, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do a long run. I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm currently training for a half marathon as a girl who has never run a day before in her life. So I'm currently on the very end of week 3. Today's run is the last run of week 3, so I think maybe a little bit later on today I'll kind of go through my progress and where I'm at and like what's still to come of that. But the plan today is a nice little 10k. I have actually recently just bought a heart rate monitor, so we're going to be doing zone 2 running today. And yeah, so up very early so that I can fuel myself. I'm going to go have some breakfast in a second, and then Stephen is just watching the football, and after that is finished we are going to go to run. So we've just started on our 10k run. Here we're going to try stay in zone 2 for the whole thing, which for me currently is keeping my heart rate under about 155. So I got my new heart rate monitor on. I'm just going to take this nice and easy. So anyway, we're just starting off, so I'll check in at some point on the run. For 2 kilometers in. It's strange because trying to run at this heart rate feels kind of a little bit unnatural. I feel like we're naturally speeding up when I shouldn't be, so every time I check my heart rate I need to think about slowing down again. But we're feeling good so far. 2 in, 8 to go. We're over 5k's in, which means we can now start counting down rather than counting up to how many miles we've got left to do, kilometers even, sorry. Managing to keep heart rate almost in zone 2. It's kind of jumping up a little bit, but I definitely feel fitter than the last 10k that I did. This is my second ever 10k that I'm doing, so yeah, I think we're actually just quite a bit over 5 now, so about 4k's or so to go, and then that's Sunday morning exercise finished. So I'm starting to try and incorporate taking gels on my long run so that come the half marathon day I know what to expect. So we've got this on today. It's a mixed berry flavour. This is my first time ever having one, so we shall see how it goes.
Yeah, it feels sticky.
9 kilometers down, 1 more to go. Running nice and slow, taking it easy, feeling good. Not feeling exhausted like I would usually feel towards the end of a run. So that's pretty good, but yeah, we'll have a full debrief after I've hit the 10k's and we can kind of talk through. So I am back from the 10k and I really did not manage to stay in my zone 2. It's so, I guess because I'm brand new to running. Like my training plan started 3 weeks ago and the half marathon is in May. So like I'm literally doing like a couch to half marathon. Like I was not a runner at all in the slightest. So today was the first long run that I've done since my heart rate monitor arrived. So it's really like the first week that I've been able to actually see what my heart rate is doing and what zone I am running in. So the aim today was to try and stay in zone 2. That didn't happen. I'll put like a little screenshot here, but basically I ended up being in zone 3 for like the whole run, which is kind of annoying because I felt like I was running slow, but I obviously wasn't running slow enough. My actual cardiovascular fitness is so bad that my heart rate is just high in general because I'm so unfit overall. Like I've only really ever strength trained. I've never done any form of cardio. So this is like all new for my body and for my health. So that's quite annoying, but it's okay. We learn from it, we move on, but yeah, pretty much the majority of the run I was in zone 3. Only like 2 minutes of it was I actually in zone 2. And then I actually ended up going up into zone 4 for about just under 9 minutes. So that's not ideal, but it's okay. I basically been speaking to my dad a lot quite about this. So I don't think I've ever said this before, but my dad is basically like one of those crazy people that just does ultra marathons for fun. Like he's just got all of this great experience, and he's actually so good to have around when it comes to like just chatting about my running and helping me. So he's the one that's really like drilling into my head that like I need to be running in zone 2 for my long runs. So yeah, he's crazy. He like literally has done ultra marathons. He's done so many marathons. He's done triathlons, Ironmans. He did this one, I can't remember when, it was a good few years ago now, but he basically did in the Sahara Desert, so obviously like insane temperatures, and you've got to carry all your gear, 6 marathons in 5 days or something crazy, or maybe 5 and 6 days, something crazy like this, like some ridiculous feat. So yeah, he's definitely like my inspiration when it comes to running, because I can see like the level of fitness that he has, and that's like where I want to be, but I'm still very far off with that. So anyway, it took me about an hour and 15 minutes to do that 10k. It was my second ever 10k, like I said, that I've ever run. I actually just interestingly enough was looking at the last time I did the 10k, which was a little while ago now, but pre-heart rate monitor and everything, and I did that in an hour and 4 minutes. So I was faster before, but I obviously wasn't paying any attention to my heart rate or anything like that. And the run today, like it felt really easy. Like at no point did I feel like I was out of breath or that I was struggling. Like it felt super easy. My heart rate was just still high. So anyway, that is week 3 of the of the half marathon training complete. I'm doing 15 weeks training in total. So the half marathon is at the start of May. So still got a little while to go, but next week is a new week. Next week I'm doing 2 7Ks, a 4K and another 10K on Sunday. So next Sunday will be really drilling in that I have to stay in zone 2. And it's actually super interesting. Like I love learning new things, and I love understanding the reason why you need to do certain things and why our bodies react to certain things. So like I find it so interesting learning about the different zones and what each zone is doing. So definitely trying to like read up a bit more on that, understand it all, so that when I'm actually out running I can really like be focusing on that and know why that's so important and what impacts that's really going to be having on my body. Anyway, ramble over. That is run done for the day. It's about 10 o'clock now. I'm going to go and jump in the shower. I need to wash my hair because I've ran it yesterday and today, so hair is in need for a wash. And then I think we need to do a little apartment freshen up because my apartment's a bit messy, and I like on a Sunday just to make sure everything's nice and clean going into the week ahead. Just out of the shower, I'm feeling fresh and I'm feeling ravenous. I'm so hungry after that run today, so I'm just gonna have some yogurt because it's still early enough, so we've still got a little bit of time until lunch. Luckily, I actually don't have to cook lunch today because it is just leftovers from dinner last night, but I'll show you when I get around to eating that. But just gonna have some strawberry YoPro because I need to hit my protein goal for the day. So gonna eat this, watch a bit of TV, and honestly just like chill out for like 5-10 minutes before going and getting around the rest of my day. hair, but we have just got dressed and I think I'm gonna go to the beach this afternoon and just chill. Potentially gonna meet one of my friends there, and I'm definitely gonna bring my book down, so hopefully I can get some reading done. But I just wanted to show you the lunch that I've got today. Now I realize as I'm showing you this, it really looks gross. It doesn't look appealing at all, but it's absolutely delicious. It's basically a vodka gnocchi with chicken and some chorizo, and it's unbelievable. We had this for dinner last night, and obviously it looked so much better last night, but I just reheated this. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm currently watching Person of Interest. I'm gonna watch a little bit more of that, and then once I've eaten, we'll be good to go. I came down to the beach. It's actually like all of a sudden the weather has just like turned, so you can see it's so grey behind me, and actually the sea is closed because the waves are just so rough, so you can't actually even get in the water, but that's okay. I wasn't really planning to be honest, because I did think it would be a little bit, well, it's actually not even that cold, but it would be cold if you were to get in the water and then get back out. But what I'm going to do is I brought my book down with me, and I really want to try and finish this book. Depending on how long I want to read for, I could definitely finish it today. Like, it's not that long of a book. I'm about a quarter of the way in, so I could finish it today, but we're going to give that a go. But let me just show you some of these waves, because it's actually crazy. Like, they've got, like, over the tannoys, the lifeguards are basically saying no one's allowed in the water. Don't know how much you'll be able to see from back here. I always feel like when I try to film the waves, it looks really calm. But yeah, no swimmers are allowed in the water. The surfers are in at the minute, but yeah, no swimmers are allowed in. So one of my New Year's resolutions this year is to finally learn Spanish. This has literally been on like my resolutions list for the last like God knows however many years, but this year is the year that we're finally actually doing something about it. We have scrapped Duolingo. Duolingo's gone in the bin, and I've actually got this app which I saw recommended by somebody on TikTok, and it's called Language Transfer. So I'm using that at the minute. I think there's like 100 or so lessons that you can go through. I'm still quite early on in it, but just on my walk down here to the beach, I was just listening to that and like learning Spanish as I go. So my aim is to try to do like a little bit every single day. I do kind of have like a basis understanding of Spanish, and to be honest with you, I do think that this app that I'm using would maybe be a little bit difficult if you were starting fully from scratch, but my aim is that I want to just probably try and do those 100 lessons, see where I'm at with everything, and then maybe look into getting either a tutor or actually going to proper lessons. But I just want to kind of see what I can do first for free without putting like loads of money into something, and this is just kind of convenient because I can do it whenever I have the time to. So yeah, I probably at some point, maybe when I go home, I kind of want to like review all of my 2024 goals and see where we're at now that we're in February, and see, you know, what I'm on track for, what I need to put more time into, just so I'm really accountable this year, and yeah, really stay on top of everything. Which actually makes me think, one of my other things that I want to do this year is to read 52 books, and I'm well aware that that is probably like quite a high, a high target, I guess, to get to, but I'm currently reading my 7th book, I think, of the year. I don't know how many weeks through we are. We'll probably be about 7 weeks through at the minute, so I'm about a book a week averaging out. But this is a book that Stephen actually had recommended for me to read, and I just like hadn't got around to doing it. So anyway, I've just started it. I'll show you it. So this is the book here. It's called Same as Ever by Morgan Housel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, I'm about 60 pages in. I think there's only actually about 180 pages. So yeah, I'm about a third of the way in. So far I am enjoying it, but I suppose once I get through to the end, I can let you guys know what I thought of it. I've actually just finished another book by the same author called The Psychology of Money, and to be honest, I didn't love that one, but so far what I've read of this one I've really, really liked. Back from the beach, it is just before 4 o'clock, and I really just need to get a few little bits and pieces done. So I've got some video editing to do, so I'm going to do that now. I want to try and hopefully finish editing Wednesday's video so that that is all ready to go and I can start downloading and uploading. Since I've started uploading my videos in 4K, like the whole process just takes so much longer. It literally takes about a few hours to download the video after I've edited it, and then it literally takes like 12 plus hours to upload to YouTube. So I now need to be much more organized when I am like making sure my editing is done in time so that I have time for that whole process. So I want to try and get that video edited today. This is like a video on, well, it would have been my last week's video, so you would have seen it already if you are a subscriber. But basically it was just on everything we spent in Thailand, so if that is interesting to you, feel free to go and check that out. And yeah, then plans for the rest of the day, pretty chill to be honest. Like I said, it's just sort of a Sunday reset, chill day before going back into the week. left for today. I've got to go pick up our food shop. I usually like to do that in the morning, but Stephen got confused with his golf tee time, so we actually ended up not having enough time to go get the food shop this morning. So we will go and pick up our food shop later on, and then obviously just like cook dinner and chill. Made it back from picking up our groceries. We have gone back to shopping online and doing click and collect, and let me tell you, we save so much money when we do this. The last couple of weeks we've had to shop in store because I just haven't had the time to do an online shop. And both weeks we've spent about $250. This week I did it online and we spent $150, so much cheaper. So anyway, as we all know, the cost of food has blown up. It's absolutely ridiculous at the minute, but let me show you what $150 has gotten us. So first of all, this, by the way, no order. This is actually just me picking things out of the boxes slash bags. So first of all, we've got some eggs. I should also mention we're actually trying to, well, both of us, I'm in a calorie deficit at the minute and Stephen is just trying to figure out whether he's going to be in like a deficit or maintain. I think he wants to go into a deficit as well, but we're trying to be healthy at the minute. We've got some extra lean beef mince. We have got some, oh, let me move these eggs before I drop them everywhere. Right, beef mince. We've got chicken sausages. Oh, did I order 2 packs of these? I don't think I did, so maybe that's an accident. We've got 2 packets of chicken sausages. I'm pretty sure I only ordered 1. Some light cheddar cheese. We've got 2 packets of chicken breast. Pretty much all, I know I've just shown you beef, but we're really only eating primarily chicken at the minute. Some bananas. I can go straight over here. Then we've got some Yopro. We just kind of stocked up on our yogurt. Some light milk. Then for veggies, we've got bean sprouts, some capsicums, some onions, some spinach, mushrooms, and then a bunch of apples in that as well. Then moving on, we've got these mini bites. We've got both sea salt and then also the salty vinegar. We basically have these with our lunches during the week. Then we're going to have some pad thai this week. So we've got pad thai, noodles, and then just a few cupboard things we needed to stock up on. So low sugar, barbecue sauce. This tubular spaghetti. I don't know what it is, but this tubular spaghetti is so much nicer than regular spaghetti. It's so good. Then we got some lime juice, some minced garlic. I was trying to be really good and like freshly cut garlic every time we cook, but it's just so annoying. So we've gone back to the minced garlic. And then just some tinned tomatoes. And then in our final bag, we've got, oh god, that's heavy. We've got some potatoes. So pretty much our main carb this week is potatoes. So a lot of our meals are potato based. And then the final thing that I got, this shop actually probably is a bit smaller than our usual shop, which is probably why it's a bit cheaper. But we got some frozen raspberries. Basically in the morning I've been loving to have a protein smoothie. So like banana protein and just some fruits. So we've got raspberries, strawberries, and then we've got some blueberries. And finally, the last thing in this shop is some frozen mashed potato. It's just so much easier using this frozen mashed potato than actually having to make mashed potato, and I'm all about convenience and short cooking times. So that is everything that we got from Coles today. I've just actually started preheating the oven so I can start cooking dinner soon. We're gonna have salt and pepper chicken with chips for dinner. So I'm gonna hand make some chips, which hopefully that'll be nice, and I'll make enough so we've got some leftovers for lunch tomorrow.